What up, Dokkaners? Saiyan Day 2025 is fast approaching. In fact, it is under 4 days away, which means at any second, we could be getting the teaser or perhaps even the reveal for the new Dokkan Festival Saiyan Day unit. In this video, I'm going to be giving you my final thoughts and predictions for what I think could be coming up for Saiyan Day. But before we jump in, let me just provide one final courtesy spoiler warning. For those of you who watch Daima, or maybe don't watch Daima, but you are behind on the episodes, this is your final spoiler warning, because as I've mentioned many times, I will be discussing full spoilers for Daima, considering that the sub version has already completed the series. I have done episodic reviews for all of the entire show moving or up to this point. So there's a certain character that I have not yet shown in my thumbnails or in my titles. I will be doing that moving forward. I will also be discussing that character in this video. So if you are behind on Daima, or you don't care about watching Daima, or whatever, whatever the case may be, this is your final spoiler warning. It's inevitable with what they've done with the celebration so far, like with Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta dropping before the character even released on the dub. There's just not much we can do. So I do apologize for those of you who don't want to be spoiled. If you haven't been spoiled up to this point, I don't know how you've done that, but kudos to you. Be warned, this is how it's going to be moving forward. That being said, let's jump in. When is the reveal going to be happening? The reveal has to happen within the next 4 days. The teaser, if anything, it has to happen tonight, because it is right before the weekend. I don't know, I don't remember, I could be wrong here. Proton will probably correct me. Do we get any sort of teasers on a Saturday? It's either before the weekend starts, or as the weekend starts, or as the weekend is concluding. So I think probably we would get this today, maybe in like a few hours after this video gets posted. I don't know when I'm posting this exactly, but I think it's probably going to be today. Last year, Wednesday, March 13, 2024, we got this teaser right here. And obviously this was for the Big Bang Attack Vegeta, which was awesome. Although some people were thinking maybe Frieza. Oh, Bardock, interesting. Yeah, I thought it was going to be either Vegeta giving the power to Goku, Big Bang Attack Vegeta, or the God Vegeta attacking Broly. Ended up being one of my favorite celebrations of all time because it was Android Cell Saga Vegeta going Super Saiyan, my favorite moment from Z, period. And then on top of that, icing on the cake, King Vegeta was the banner unit. Imagine that. It was the Toon celebration. It was the year of Toon. I was very happy with that. So it's funny because one of my theories is that it could be Super Saiyan 4 Goku Daima coming up. And if it is, if they were to just do the same exact thing with the hand, but make it bigger and more ape-like, I think that would be a very nice thing to do. I don't think they'll do that, but I think that would be funny if they were to do that. Now, before we discuss my ideas, I do want to point out that a lot of these games and like merch vendors and stuff out there are already starting to heavily promote Daima. Ever since the end of the series, we saw this even like a day or maybe even a few hours after the end of Daima, we saw them promoting Daima through games. It was Super Saiyan 3 Adult Vegeta that was promoted on Xenoverse 2. I don't know if it actually released that day or was just announced, but they went that fast. As soon as the series ended, they just started going. And now all of these different vendors and, games and whatnot, Legends just got Majin Ku, that's the skinny one, right? Majin Ku and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. Obviously Global just got, I was gonna say Global, it's not Global, it's Dokkan. Dokkan just got Sonic the Hedgehog Vegeta. So everyone out there is getting their hands on Daima. This vendor right here also is releasing this new volume 6 of like cards. It's like Bondi Candy. This is like a candy sweets toy store. And so this tweet was interesting because it shows a bunch of different Daima characters in here. So I just wanted to show you a couple of them. Well, that's funny enough, that's Saiyan Day from 2022. There's our Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta Daima. There's Goma. There is, I'm trying to find more. I mean, you see them all. Like Rinsu is there. There's Majin Ku. There's Super Saiyan 4. Everybody is in here. These, I'm not trying to say that these are going to be the card arts, but it could be. It's possible. Dokkan's art, animations, and whatnot, they take inspiration from all sorts of different things. Sometimes the manga, sometimes games, sometimes anime, sometimes other things out there. So I would not be surprised if, like, for example, if we did get Super Saiyan 4 Goku, this was the SSR or something like that. I would not be surprised. Here's a closer shot of some of the main characters. Obviously, it's not going to be these two, but it could be these two easily. So let's go over my ideas. Once again, Saiyan Day is going to be from March 18th to April 2nd-ish. So for the duration of the month, it's going to be all about Saiyan Day. This is, well, I spoiled it. This is what I'm thinking. I have a what I want category and what I think category. Now, when it comes to what I think, Saiyan Day has always been Broly, Bardock, Goku, Vegeta. They have yet to include another character. That could change, but so far, considering that has been the class that they choose from, it's probably going to be either Bardock or Broly, simply because the last 3 years have been Goku and Vegeta. Last year was Vegeta. The previous year was God Goku. Before that, it was Majin Vegeta. Before that, I believe 2022 was Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. No, that was 2020, whatever. Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. And then before that, I think it was AGL Bardock that transforms into Super Saiyan Bardock, I think. So it could be one of these, because neither one of them has received a Dokkan Festival for Saiyan Day over the last 3 years. That makes sense. What I want it to be is Daima or Raditz or Nappa. Allow me to explain. Daima, obviously, because of the recent hype of the Daima series, but Daima is going to help us push the Giant Ape Power category into the stratosphere. Giant Ape Power has received massive upgrades during the 10-year anniversary with the AGL Super Saiyan 3 to Super Saiyan 4, and of course the 7-year LRs, right? The Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Also, Great Ape Vegeta. Let's not forget about him. He is a very solid defensive unit. So Giant Ape Power has seen some massive strides recently. And with Daima being what it is, the home to the canon Super Saiyan 4 Goku, that has to be a point of interest at some point. I was originally thinking that Saiyan Day was going to be this guy, Daima Vegeta Super Saiyan 3, and then Golden Week would be Super Saiyan 4 Goku with Goma. That is still a possibility because of the fact that they've got 2 different versions of the Super Saiyan 4. Goresh was very much spot on when it comes to the fact that they gave us a miniature version and an adult version of these various characters simply for the sake of selling merch. And that is exactly what I think Dokkan could capitalize on as early as Saiyan Day. They could give us a Super Saiyan 3 adult Vegeta for Saiyan Day. It doesn't seem likely, and I'm sure a lot of people are probably going to dismiss that idea, but never guess Dokkan. Dokkan will never let you guess their next move. I would not be surprised if they did a Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta Daima Mini and then a Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta Daima Adult. Oof, almost said something very scary. Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta Daima Adult. If they were to release this right after Daima Mini, that would, in hindsight, make some people think, oh man, I should have summoned for the part EX. Maybe some of you didn't, right? That would be a good way to get people to be more aware. Maybe I should summon on these banners as they come up. That would be a pretty Machiavellian business strategy on their part. But I think a more sensible thing to do for Daima would be to give us Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And if it's going to be Super Saiyan 4 Mini, that's also fine. They could save the Super Saiyan 4 adult version for Golden Week. So if we get Super Saiyan 3 Mini here, it's a nice parallel with the Mini Vegeta that we just got. Coming off of the 10th anniversary, this could sort of serve as an extension again to the 10-year anniversary. Vegeta Mini was for 10-year EX. Goku Mini is for Saiyan Day, which you could consider like 10-year EX2 or something, right? So that would be cool. Plus the animations. The animations, in my opinion, in Daima are better than anything we've ever seen. And that includes Dragon Ball Super Broly, which I know some people are probably going to disagree with me on, and Super Hero, but that's just my personal opinion. I just think that the animations that we've seen in Daima are stuff we've never seen before, and it is just the best that Dragon Ball has ever been. This is going to translate incredibly well into Dokkan, as we've already seen. Now, as far as the other two, Raditz and Nappa, allow me to explain why I would want these two heathens for Saiyan Day. Number one, they both deserve Dokkan Festival units. They both deserve good Dokkan Festival units. Memes aside, Gigarad is terrible, okay? So giving these two units a solid celebration where they actually get to enjoy being in the spotlight, I think would be good, because as I always say, I want every character to be properly represented in these games. And Raditz does not have a good one yet. Nappa doesn't even have a Dokkan Festival. The other bonus for this is if you are feeling summoning fatigue, this would be the celebration to skip. Because now, if it's Dokkan Festival Raditz, well, a lot of you probably don't care, and you probably won't summon. Those of you who truly care will summon. Those of you who don't can save up. I think a lot of people would agree you want some time to recover and save some stones. There's plenty of content now for people to be working on where you don't really need the new characters. You've got the 10th anniversary units. They will carry you through most of the content. So for now, let's just take a moment's reprieve and not summon for Saiyan Day. I think that's why this would be a great opportunity for them to do that. I don't know if they're going to, but they could. Now, going back to Bardock and Broly, Bardock and Broly is who I think it's going to be now that we've got Daima, because Broly and Bardock both fit the Giant Ape Power agenda. Both characters can potentially lead the categories, and they can do so in a meaningful way. When you think Giant Ape Power, right now, I would say it's pretty safe to assume you're thinking GT, right? You got the Super Saiyan 4 Goku Vegeta, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, with the new Carnival LR for 10th anniversary, but there are other Giant Ape Power characters out there that could also fit. Dragon Ball Super and Dragon Ball Z. The only Dragon Ball Z character for Giant Ape Power right now of significance would be the Vegeta. Throw in the Great Ape Bardock. I think this would be a great opportunity to give Great Ape Bardock a summonable Dokkan Festival unit that is really good, and it would give us an opportunity to give all of these characters an EZA. Borgos, Shugesh, Tora, Fasha, and Bardock have all just been sitting here for years, totally irrelevant, totally useless. Giant form has sort of made a soft recovery with the Golden Great Ape, with the Orange Piccolo, and now that the Festival of Battles can count those turns against you that you go Giant form, it is now even more dire for these characters to produce and be as productive as they can when they transform. So this would be a great opportunity for them to give us some serviceable Giant Ape Power characters that can actually give you some productive turns when they transform. I think that this would be a good opportunity to do that. 5 characters could get their EZAs. You could even give the free-to-play Team Bardock a super EZA. There's just so much potential just between the Bardock Great Ape characters that this would be a solid celebration in terms of just getting those characters up to speed. So as much as Daima would be cool, I think this would probably be better for the game, just to give these older characters a chance to be relevant. Also, this would allow players who don't summon on this celebration, but maybe have some of these random characters to feel like, oh, you know what? I'm still getting something out of this celebration. This is good for me. So that's why I think it could probably end up being one of these two. I also threw in Z Broly mainly because purple hair. I like the purple hair Super Saiyan Broly. Give him something. I don't know if he would fit in the theme of Giant Ape Power per se, but still, I'm going to throw him in there because I need a solid purple hair Super Saiyan Broly. I'm sure some of you will agree. That's it. Those are my thoughts. Those are my theories. I don't have anything more to say. Most of you will probably want Daima with me, but I think that this would be a pretty good sell, in my opinion. Raditz or Nappa, I'm sure I'm going to be getting roasted in the comments for that one. But hey, you know what? We'll find out soon whether I'm close to being right or not. If you guys want to make some predictions as far as typings and leader skills, by all means, go ahead. I'm terrible at that, so I'm not even going to bother. But there you go. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on what character do you think makes the most sense to show up for Saiyan Day, and which character do you think you would want the most to be showing up for Saiyan Day? What sort of EZAs would you want to see? What sort of category boost do you want to see upgraded? Let me know your thoughts overall in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more content in the future and click the notification bell so that you'll let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned and remember to Dokkan responsibly.